Good afternoon, good evening, and happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2026 with me and my good buddy opposite me, Mr. Shane Hoffman. How are you, my man?
What's going on, Adam? It is
Mm.
2026, and we have a bit of a different show, I think, this time around.
Yeah, there's not going to be a massive amount of announcements because it is a quiet time. But there's some labels to talk about. But we'll just have a general chit chat. New year, old me type of thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like,
I'm
you know,
I'm
old you, new me, you me, old you.
I'm
Like,
still going to
if we
stick
put them
by
together,
my.
I think we'll have something interesting.
I think we will. I think we will. We've got a few talking points. And on that note, loyal listeners, thanks for joining in again. And hope you all had a good new year. Hope you got yourself some good pickups in the Boxing Day sales. We'll talk about ours pretty soon. And yeah, let's kick on with it. So just generally to our talking points where I like to surprise you. I hope you're going to surprise me at this time as well. Um, our end of year lists, I just kind of wanted to brush on end of year lists. Everyone does them, and then it kind of creates discourse and whatnot. I just kind of want to talk about that our lists are personal to people, they're personal to us. We all look for different things in art and film. So I just kind of wanted to get your perspective on that as well. Like I'm slowly releasing my list on my Instagram page, Instagram channel. Um, and yeah, like inviting discourse. I'm happy to have a positive discussion about lists for sure, but I don't know that we should get angry about what people like or abuse people for what they like, if that makes sense. I'm not down for that. I'm happy to abuse people for what they don't like, as I've done this morning. Um, I'm happy to set people straight. It's different when you know what I'm saying.
I don't. Some people are just trolls, though. Like in regards to that, what you were just discussing before we started.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think certain people will just like to shit on something because they know it's great, everyone loves it, and they're like, nah, that's crap. But if you're going to say that, the usual response from everyone else is, why is that? Why is it crap? Because you can't just say it's crap.
Exactly.
You obviously have a reason.
That's what I do to people. Like if they say something shit, and it's particularly if I like it, I'll say, "Why is it shit?" And it's not once. I've done this quite a few times, and honestly, I do not remember one time where someone's actually come back and told me why they think it's shit. They just say because being negative and being hateful is way easier than being positive or being loving, right? As in human nature, like that's why negativity is overrunning everything because it's just easier to be that way, right? To shit on something that someone else has done. So, Kevin Smith has one of the great lines, and Kevin Smith has always been a great teacher to me, to be honest. And we'll talk about dogma a bit later on that note. But I remember he had a quote once, where it's just like, just create, don't hate. Like you can't sit there and shit on something someone's created when you do fuck all to create anything, right? There might be people out there
Yeah.
going, for example, this podcast, what I do on my page or this on here, like you could be doing this better. I know I could be doing it better because I see other people's pages. I listen to a lot of podcasts where people do it better than me, but I do it my way, right? So you can shit on it and hate it all you like, but if you're not creating something better or at all, then honestly, fuck off. Like, give me constructive feedback. Happy to take it. I call for it pretty much every episode to reach out in DMs. What do you want to hear? Um, what do you want us to do? No one ever does. So I only assume people are happy with it. And that goes for any aspect in your life, right? So for relationships, for example, if your partner isn't complaining to you or telling you they're doing something wrong and then they get shitty about it, well, it's like, well, I've been doing it this way for 12 years, mate. So if you're not happy with it, why haven't you told me? It's the same thing, right? Like you can't just sit and hate from behind the scenes. Try and give something constructive. This feels like a really
Right.
personal and specific rant, but it's not. It's just kind of evolved.
It's pretty relevant though, because not just for what we do, but like you were saying, that you see way better pages and people putting in all
Mm,
this work and all that. And I think it just comes back to the fact that the mental capacity you have at that moment in your life or
mm,
on that day, there's a lot goes into it that makes
absolutely.
that video what it is. And for us
Yep.
to do what we're doing right now, we prep for it. We write down all that stuff, talking points. We have it all down. we
Mm.
don't just run into this like with nothing
Yeah.
because we would be so off the cuff it wouldn't work how we like it to work. You know, to do a YouTube video and you watch it and it's amazing, there's a lot
Mm.
that goes into it. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
these people are doing them weekly. Sometimes
Yes.
they're doing
Daily.
multiple times a week.
Yeah.
This is a dedication and commitment
Hmm.
to delivering this to their audience.
Yep.
And if you want to go to that level, you have to put in that time, the motivation, everything. And
Yeah.
if you don't have that, it's fine.
It's
Like,
almost a full-time job, honestly.
it
Like I
really
look at
is.
people, if I call out one of my favorite Instagram pages for physical media is Steve's Home Cinema. I'm flabbergasted at the work he puts in. Like the stacks that he does. If you don't follow Steve, check him out. But the stacks that he does and shows off his collection, he does it by year, he does it by color, he does it by direct. He does so many different aspects. And I'm just in awe of what he does and the effort he must put in. And if I look at, say, someone like Kenny at Mid-Level Media, who
Yep.
does his Instagram, he does his YouTube stuff, he just must put in so much work. For me, I mean, if anyone listening here has seen the videos I do of the stuff I get from Easy DVD, because they're pretty much the only videos I do when I get new stuff. I should do more, to be honest. Um, but again, I don't put any thought into that. I just kind of grab the stack. I go, okay, and I don't write anything down. It's obvious I don't write anything down. Like I just talk shit, and I say stuff on there. When I listen to it back, sometimes I go, "That's a complete mistake. I completely fucked it up." Not, I don't get called out often, and which makes me think people aren't really watching my videos, which is fine. Like, cool. I mean, I'm not doing it for other people to watch specifically. I'm doing it because I like to do it, whatnot. But um, yeah, it's so to see what I have to do and go through just for my limited amount of planning, to see those pages who do a lot of planning, I'm in awe. And for me, I just prefer to sit back and watch movies rather than, I love talking about movies, but you've got to watch them to be able to talk about them too, right? So to do all that editing, I can't be asked learning how to edit things, I'm too old. I just don't care. If I had staff, sure, cool, do it. Put all those pretty pictures in. I tried to figure it out for a little bit, and I don't know. I just can't be bothered. I'm just happy doing what I do and keeping the numbers low, as it appears to be. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I will say this because I can say it because it's my thoughts. Um, you, Adam, are more amazing, I think, than you give yourself credit for because you say you don't have all the thing to do that, yet you're doing about five different fucking podcasts in multiple fucking areas and watching multiple fucking films.
Hmm.
And I've said to you so many times, I don't know if I've said it on the show, but I've definitely said it behind the scenes. I don't know how you have the motivation or the time or all of
Mm.
that put together to do all that because I hear what you do and my brain just starts to melt in my cranium
Yes,
at
you have
how
said
much
that.
would go into doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to send this
Well,
out to all our listeners. Adam is fucking amazing. What he does his little snippets on Instagram, but outside of that,
mm,
on all the different streaming platforms that have the curbside stuff, there's a lot of shit out there. And it's not just that. There's, what he does with Mike for Super Fun Happy Horror Hour. You got your Cinema Wasteland. That's just three off the top of my head. Like,
yeah,
you do more than I think you give yourself credit for. And because you're so into it, I think you miss how much you're actually doing.
I probably do, but then I always look at what look, thank you very much for saying that. I do appreciate it. It's Yeah, I mean, when I have to sit and think, I probably do a lot, but I mean, a lot of it is just honestly sitting in my ass watching a movie and taking notes while it's going. If you
Yep.
listen to my podcasts like this one, and I do, like I said, the Super Fun Happy Horror Hour and the Cinematic Wasteland Cinema History podcast, they're the three ones that I co-host, and I do guest on quite a few others as well. But you can sometimes my prep is not as prepared as it could be or it should be. For example, I'm recording again tonight with my mate Shane to do an episode about Ex Machina, which I watched yesterday. That film, I think we could either do a show on that for about 30 minutes or 3 hours because there's a lot to talk about in that actual movie. And later on in the month, I've got to watch 6 films for 2 separate podcasts. And then amongst the other films I want to watch that I don't get to watch. So sometimes because I have that homework, it bothers me that I have to watch those films, even though I love watching them, because I just like to sometimes get in the mood and go, bang, watch. But on the other hand, it's also good to have that list there that I have to watch, because then it takes the choice away, and I kind of have to watch these, right, and just take the notes. So, it, like you said, mental health comes into it a lot with what you put out and what you want to put out, and so having to do all that can sometimes be too much on top of working a full-time job, running a house, having two adult teenage kids. There's stuff to do there as well. Like life is busy. Don't get enough sleep. And yeah, look, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I appreciate the acknowledgement for sure. But I do look at other people who do way more than me, way more prep. And my mate Shane at the Wasteland Reviewer, please follow Shane on Instagram and his YouTube channel too, because the guy is amazing. I'm a big fan, and a great, and he's a great friend as well. So, um, giving him props, shouting him out because we do a lot of work together, and he's kind of the inspiration for me to be doing any of this anyway. Because
Yeah.
he's the first guy that I hooked up with and did a YouTube channel, a YouTube show with, an episode, and I was nervous as hell. He's the one that got me into a groove and made me comfortable in talking like this. I would never have done this without him being the impetus and not beg, but asking me to be on his show, and me go, yeah, sure, I'll come and talk about films with you. And that's kind of just evolved into this over the 3 or 4 years since I've known him. So yeah, I don't know where to end on that. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. And hopefully I'm not one of these beggars and pleasers, like and subscribe type of people. But please share me on Instagram. Get me more followers. I want 1,000 so I can do some lives every now and then. You need 1,000 followers. I don't promote the channel. I don't probably put enough on. I don't know the algorithms and what to do to get people following me, and I don't kind of care. But just do do me a solid. Get me out there, and it's just so I can do some lives. Honestly, that's kind of the main thing I want to do. Yeah. Anyway,
Feel like you
2026.
need more. You need more than what you've got because honestly, the amount you've thrown out to the world with movies and what you put into it, um, I think more people should be following you on Instagram and just getting
Yeah,
behind
I
what you've got to say. Like I don't understand it. Like I don't even do very much at all now, for
mm,
many reasons. But
mm,
um, I used to do all my live streaming when I
yep.
was selling film, and I would spend a couple hours just going through each title, what it looks like. This is what they're doing now,
Hmm.
and honestly, if it wasn't for you, this is coming back to you, Adam. If it wasn't for you reaching out to me and going, "Hey, I've got this going on,"
Mm,
there's no way I would have ever considered doing a podcast on my own or with someone else.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
something I would have thought I'd ever do. Um, so,
Mm. It's a weird
thanks
how,
to you, here we are
yeah.
chatting again.
I remember
And
I don't know if we've ever discussed this, and we are going off a bit. But that's okay because
what
I
we
don't know if
do.
people know our origin story, because this is before I ever got hardcore into physical media like I am. I kind of just bumped across you on a live. I'd never followed, never heard of you, and you were on my Instagram as a live. I'm like, what's this guy, Blue Rarely Hunter? This sounds interesting. So I clicked, and you were doing a live about just I guess, stuff you'd had arrive. And
Yep.
then I kind of reached out and you reached back. And then it was months later. And you forgot we even had that conversation, because I reached out to you on the KerbSide Collections channel, which you kind of one of my earliest followers on there, because I think I followed you, to be honest, because I knew you existed. And then I said, "Oh, did you want to be on the show? Because I wanted to interview you." And you were like, and I said, "We've spoken before." You didn't realize we'd spoken before, and um,
I
you
didn't.
were no, no, no. But yeah, you obviously, um, I thought you were a nice bloke because you reached out the first time I spoke to you and whatnot. You spoke back. I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then when we did have that interview show, I had this little brainstorm of doing this show that we're doing right now to talk about what's coming out. And to a certain extent, I kind of feel we're doing a service to people. And I actually get a bit shirty in a very minor way. I get a little bit annoyed when I'm on the Facebook groups, for example, because I have a lot of scoops. So, I have inside knowledge. So I think I should have more followers for that reason alone, that I do investigating and I get scoops and I have, you know, people on the inside who can tell me stuff. And I have all that pre-knowledge and people go, oh, did you know this was coming out, mate? I said this on my show 3 fucking months ago. If you were following me, you'd know this already. That kind of gives me the irrits. And so I would love for someone to say, yeah, I heard about that in the KerbSide Collections podcast 3 months ago. Just fucking do that. If you see someone comment like that, just do us a favor and get the numbers up, because it helps us out and it actually motivates me to want to keep doing this. Because on that note, I am actually going to end my interview show. So I've got 3 more episodes in the can of that, maybe only 2, actually. I should check that out right now. And I would love for anyone listening to this to reach out to me. Please reach out to me in my DMs. And tell me what you'd like me to cover, because I have all these different half ideas that um, I would love to build on, but I don't know which direction to go. So I would like some audience to maybe, you know, tell me what they want to hear from me. What do you guys think I do well? What can I do better? And what do you think I could do better as a part of a service for this as well? Because at the moment I'm thinking I might just talk about the movies themselves on every second episode. That's not this one, and maybe upload them to YouTube, but I don't know. So it might go on a hiatus for a while until I figure it all out. But in the meantime, I do only have 2 episodes left in the can, so you'll hear them this month and February, and then the interview show will be over. I did line up a few other people to come on the show. It's kind of hard to organize and get times ready. Everyone's got their own life, and in the end, again, I'm lazy. I can't be bothered doing it. I just can't be bothered. And I think the interview shows kind of want itself out. Same questions, same this and that all the time. So, as much as I love talking about people and meeting new people and talking about the collections, I think it's run its course. And that goes out to you too, Shane. If there's anything you'd like me to do on the off episodes to this, let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have discussed things behind the scenes of where do we go from here, and as you know, and I'll say it because our listeners haven't heard, but there's been times where I didn't feel like I had the mental capacity or the motivation
Mm,
to do this show,
mm.
and when it comes to the crunch, Shane just goes, just fuck up, mate, and just do it. And I do. I
Yeah.
do because I know how much you love it, and I do. I love it. But life just gets a little bit mental
Mm,
at times, and it just feels
mm.
like you can't give it everything. And that's when I take my hat off to people like yourself, people I follow on like YouTube and Instagram that just churn out this stuff week after week, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I'm in awe because I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
you guys are like on the front lines belting it out, and I get to watch the new thing that you've put out and what you put into it, and it's like, yeah, they're doing it
Mm.
because they could be in the same boat, but you don't know, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
keep pushing it because their audience wants to see it. They want
Yeah.
to know what's coming next. They want to see that new video because that
Mm.
video could be something for other people when they're not feeling so great, but that video is going to take them from down there to
Yeah.
up there,
Absolutely. It gets them off.
and
It
they'll feel better.
gets them to focus on their passion and rather than the good stuff that they enjoy rather than the bad stuff that's happening. It is about being resilient. And I've got to admit, when you were going through your harder times, I was quite concerned that this whole thing would have just packed it in, because I wouldn't be doing this without you. And that's the one thing I love the most about this, is getting to talk to you at least once a month, like face to face. We talk obviously talk way more often than that, but I wouldn't be doing this without you. I couldn't just sit here and talk to a blank wall about this stuff.
It would be a
That's
little bit strange.
Yeah, well, the thing is, other people do it. Like other channels do it. They talk about what's coming. Again,
Yeah,
Kenny from Mid Level is one that pops into mind. That he talks about this, just what's coming to an audience, and he's great at it. Like I think Kenny's amazing, and a really lovely fella as well. And yeah, you think that he obviously goes through hard times in his life, but he's always there on Front Street. He's resilient. He's happy. He's bubbly. He's a really good presenter, and I don't think I can do that all the time. And this isn't at all a reflection on anything, but the last couple of videos I've done just happened to fall on when I was talking about the easy DVD releases I get. They just happen to fall on Thirsty Thursday when I'm having a drink after work and whatnot. So I'm a little bit more merry then. So I don't need the substances to do what I'm doing, but sometimes it's makes it more fun for me, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is, you know, on heroin, on crack, on ecstasy whenever they're doing these videos. I don't know. But sometimes doing something helps. Not that I do any of that, but just trying to be funny. But back to your point, it does take a lot more work than you think, even doing the half-assed stuff I do. I do it very half-assed. So for people who are doing it professionally, hats off, man. Like it's great, and
absolutely.
yeah, it is inspirational, and that type of stuff does inspire me to keep going as well and trying to come up with new ideas because I love talking about movies. The physical media aspect is a great gateway into talking about the movies themselves as well. So I think that's where I'm going to end up is talking about movies instead. But in whatever capacity, because it's a very cluttered market and whatnot, so I need to think of something different. Anyway, uh, what else? What else? You got any other talk? Have you got any? I've got a couple of other talking points. Nothing major, but anything that
Um,
sprung into your
I
mind this month?
not really. I didn't really think about anything I was going to surprise you with.
Yeah,
Because I
it's
know
okay.
we were going to talk about the other point. I think we know what that is. Um, coming up next, but yeah, I don't really have anything else.
That's cool. That's cool. I did want to touch on then. I did a little bit of reorganizing of my shelves. I've had a few weeks off, and I've still got another week off before I go back to work. So I did a slight reorganizing. I moved all my TV to behind the scenes into another cupboard, and then I've got more just on my actual display shelves is just purely movies. That's it now. And so I've got a lot more space. I actually rearranged. I've got my horror fork. So I've got a horror section, but the horror section was only Blu-rays. And for some time, I'm like, this kind of seems weird. So I took all the horror 4Ks and now the horror 4Ks are over Blu-rays and got all my steelbooks in one shelf along with all my boutique labels and whatnot. I have showed them off a little bit on the Instagram page if you've seen them. If you haven't, you can check them out whenever. That's a minor update on my shelving because that's, why not? It's interesting. But I guess the bigger talking point is Umbrella is really fucking up with their distribution at the moment. I'm not sure if you've seen many stories out there, but on the forums, I'm hearing people not getting their stuff on time or stuff's coming late. I think people who ordered Dogma from JB, they're not coming till mid-February now.
Oh
Um,
crap,
they, they
that's a long time.
yeah, they did put out a post. I don't know if it was a post or an email, but they said something. They've had issues with their distribution warehouse. I was lucky enough that my Dogma did arrive before Christmas. And I'll talk about that a bit later. But I've got someone received their Tox box from Umbrella. That's not even out until 10 more days. But they received
All
it
right.
before New Year's. I'm like, geez, that was early. So I've still got mine coming with the Infernal Affairs. Whether they turn up on time, who the hell knows? Angel's Egg is a big one. Angel's Egg's not really available much in JB. I pre-ordered mine through Easy DVD, and they just saying it keeps getting delayed, keeps getting delayed. Umbrella haven't supplied it to them. I don't know whether it's supply chain issues or whether there's a larger problem with
I
Umbrella or
actually
not.
saw that last week,
Yeah.
the Angel's Egg,
Oh, did
in
ya?
the 4K section.
Yeah.
So I pulled it out and I was like, oh yeah. I remember they were putting it out. I mean, I've never seen it or hadn't really heard of it before.
Apparently, it's the Duck's nuts. Like I've got two really good friends, or Shane and another friend Blake, who I'm not sure that listens to this podcast. Um, Both said it's like one of the best anime movies of all time. On those two recommendations from those two guys, absolutely. So, um, I didn't see it in either of the JB stores I visited over Boxing Day. So I didn't grab it. Otherwise, I would have and just cancelled my order with Easy, but I didn't find it. So. Um, I'll wait for easy to bring it to me. It's like I'm not like I'm going to watch it the minute it turns up. So no, we don't buy movies to watch them, right? Do we just sit them in the shelves with a yellow sticker and wait until we get around to it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I have many in plastic, and
Hmm.
they because I don't know. For me, it's all about mood. Unless it's a film
Yeah, absolutely.
I love a lot, and I'm like, I have to
Moneyball.
watch this right now, and rip it open and
Yeah.
chuck it in the player, and off we go. But apart from that, it's pretty common for people like ourselves to buy a
Mm,
lot, and then we shelve them until that time. We're
mm.
like, oh yeah, I feel like watching that now,
Yep.
and that could be in 10 years.
Yeah. I have had
Or
a few people talk to me about what my yellow stickers are on my movies because when I do a bit of a shelfie, people, what are the yellow stickers? Well, yeah, that's just if you see them and don't know, that's just means films I haven't ever seen. And so if you see my shelves, there's quite a lot of those, to be honest. Yeah. But it's a good segue because speaking of, I did actually watch Dogma that arrived, and we're talking about transfers of the month. The transfer is really, really good. I was very happy with that. And I don't know what more to say, but it's Dogma looks great. The set I got was just the $100 set that's the with the nice little stained glass slip cover thing, and it's a beautiful set. Like I'm a big fan of it. Um, and the transfer is great as well as I was expecting. Um, and my other transfer of the month, I might as well talk about them both, yeah? Might as well. I got around to, I actually pre-Christmas and pre-Christmas, I thought I'm going to watch some of these older epic movies, like the 3, 4 hour long movies. I did only get to two of them. Because I was just like, I can't do more. But I did watch the Ten Commandments, which the film is great. I'm not a religious person at all. But the Ten Commandments it's a great movie. The transfer is phenomenal because it's very colorful, a lot of those deep burgundy colors, and it's great. Yeah, so highly recommend the Ten Commandments if you can pick that up. I know it's quite expensive, but it is 4 discs and it has two movies in it. So the original Ten Commandments film. But if you have seen it and are toing and froing on it, I'd recommend picking it up. Wait for a sale, I would say it's because it is $100 off the top. But well worth it. Well worth it if you love the movie because it's really fantastic transfer. Um, is there anything you have in mind that you thought was a really good transfer or anything you watched through the month?
um, well, the first half of the month I didn't really watch a lot. Second half watched a bit more.
Hmm.
I finally watched the Minecraft movie,
Oh yeah.
which I thought actually looked really good. I know
Yeah.
it's all CGI and whatnot, and a lot of animated shit too, but it looked really good. I mean, for a
Mm,
film that needs to be bright and punchy, colorful, it nailed it. So that was really good. I mean, I've watched other things, but like I've said to you, the TV that I've got right now, for me, I don't feel it's really doing justice
yeah.
to what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Not for 4K film anyway. Like anything on YouTube looks
Mm,
mint, but not the 4K stuff. I mean, I don't
interesting.
have my 820 player anymore. I've got the one under it, which I think is the 420, and that's okay.
No,
But I
450.
think,
420 has other connotations.
yeah, right. I mean, well, it's not bringing
It's
those
a
goods either. So, so yeah, I think at some point, I will upgrade the player,
yeah.
and the TV. Like, I'll get a bigger TV one day.
I'm going to be in the
But
market this year for a new TV, I think.
I mean, I haven't really had a look. I'm happy with what I've got for just my tiny ass bedroom. It looks like a cinema screen anyway. But yeah, that's about all that I've really watched. Bought
Okay.
heaps of other stuff, which we'll chat
You,
about when we
let's
do
do that now. Let's do
pickups.
it now. What have you had
Okay.
arrive? Let's do it.
This, I mean, I'll go because normally I've got nothing to say lately, but I kind of
The
broken that
tide's
drought.
turned. The tide has turned.
The tide has turned, the drought is broken, and Shane went back out to the shops.
There've been a few
So
droughts
yeah,
broken from your end, I think.
yeah, this is exciting because for the past few months you haven't heard me talk about anything, and this I've picked up a few things. So
Hmm.
obviously Boxing Day sales have been really good. Like there's like JB's 25% off, and buy two get one free. There's been some really good shit
Mm.
to grab, and obviously I drew a line somewhere, or I would have had way more. Um, but I picked up the Doors,
Oh,
the
yes.
Monkey,
Mm.
Tommy Boy, the Firm, the original Pet Cemetery, because no one needs to see that remake trash.
They're both pretty shit, to be honest,
Philadelphia,
but yeah.
yeah, I watched it on a plane. I don't
Oh,
know if
yeah.
that made the experience any worse, possibly. Uh,
So you were high
uh,
while you were watching it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was up really, really high when I watched that. Um, the Conjuring, which honestly, if you didn't pick up the Conjuring in this sale, you are just I don't even know you. I mean, that's $18, I think I got that
Was
for.
it? Wow.
Like with the discount, I mean, I think it was 24.98 minus 25%. It was so cheap. I was like, I
Yeah.
have to get it. That's just
Yeah.
crazy not to. Um, The Accountant 2, which was really cool because I finally got to put my cinema ticket stub into that case because that's something I've started doing. Obviously
I
the
like that
Minecraft
idea. It's
movie.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's like if you like that little memory when you saw it at the cinema and you put it in the case when you buy it,
Mm.
it makes a lot of sense. I got the Anaconda Steelbook,
Yeah,
which
nice.
I bought straight after seeing the new Anaconda at the cinema. I was like, I have to get that. That's just crazy not to because it was cheap. And the 40-Year-Old Virgin, which was just hilarious. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Just cracks me up. So a little bit of a different amount of films for me. Um, just something different. Yeah, it's good.
Um, that's a lot. That's a lot. There's some really good titles in there, man. So just give me one sec. Sorry.
Some of those I don't think I even own them at all. Like probably well, obviously the Monkey because it's new. Tommy
Yep.
Boy I've never owned. The Firm
Monkey's
I've never
fun.
owned. Um, but the other ones I'm pretty sure, apart from Minecraft because that's new. And I
Yep.
don't think I ever owned Anaconda either.
I did have an Anaconda Blu-ray because I picked it up last year from Rareways actually. So I haven't seen this movie in ages, and I grabbed it, and yeah, then I got the 4K as well. So through December, I'm still sticking by my thing. Only had 66 titles arrive. A lot of those though were really big. I mean that's low for me, but it's also again cost wise very minimal because a lot of those I cashed in a lot of my dupes. At CEX because I tried to ship them off to other people. No one was interested in buying them, so I just got rid of them. I actually got quite a lot of store credit for what I gave, and then I picked up a lot of secondhand used ones as well. So that fills out a lot of them. But I mean the keynotes I did pick up Dogma. I did pick up Boogie Nights, the 4K of that, because I love Boogie Nights. I did have Barry Lyndon and Cuckoo's Nest in my hand, the steelbooks, but I'm like
Yes.
they'll get standards. I have them both on Blu-ray. They're not movies I watch that often, so but they'll get standard releases for $26 minus a sale eventually. So if I want them that bad, I'll get them then. Or if I just have a moment of weakness, I might pick up the steelbooks again at some point.
I really wanted the Cuckoo's Nest. That was the one.
Yeah.
I thought about it. Also had it in my hand. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
I've already spent so much, and with the
yeah.
discount, it's $44. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty good because it's normally
Well,
$60.
well, it's actually the regular. Honestly, man, $45 is the regular roadshow price. The fact that they're up to 60, I think JB's doing a little bit of. They've got the gouging tools out, because those
I think
roadshow
they got.
steelbooks are not normally $60.
I'm pretty sure they got the gouging tools out on the Grinch Who Stole Christmas as well, because
Oh,
that's like
really?
$80 for that steelbook.
And the Ten Commandments shouldn't be 100 either.
There's no
Yeah.
way I'd ever pay that. I really want that
Yeah.
film, but fuck me, not for that.
If
That's
if
just
it's if
ludicrous.
you see on the JB website a steelbook and it doesn't have the JB exclusive yellow sticker on that page, look at Easy DVD because they will have it and they will guarantee they'll have it cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to pay delivery anyway, but if you're paying $80 for a steelbook, you get free delivery from Easy DVD anyway. So it's got to have the JB exclusive. And I've mentioned this before, but Easy DVD will now have steelbooks when that is the only way the re-release is filmed, is released, sorry. Anaconda was one of those. Monty Python's Holy Grail, the steelbooks. They easy sold those because that was the only way the re-release came out. It wasn't released on a steelbook and a standard. So that's how that rule works. I hope people are aware of that. Anyway, other highlights for me. I mean, through Boxing Day, I didn't pick up a lot. I browsed a couple of stores and there's not a lot I wanted or needed or was willing to spend the money on. I did get a gift card for Christmas from my kids, so I picked up a few steelbooks that were in the 2-for-1 sale with the discount. And there were three, you know, questionable movies. I know I've not seen any of them, but I were steelbooks and they looked good, and I was just being one of those moments of weakness. So I picked up the Minecraft movie, Borderlands, and the Meg 2, the steelbooks of those, and thought, why not? Because I didn't have them and picked them up. I'm trying to look for some highlights in the secondhand ones I got. Um, I did pick up Fight or Flight, which is an underrated movie from last year, the one with Josh Hartnett. Not that that was a second-hand one, but
Great movie. I
it's
really
all.
want it.
Yeah, I really did too. I'm liking this Josh Hartnett renaissance a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
I did pick up. I think I mentioned those criterions, but the Lady Eve and things like that. Um, Yeah, just things I really want to talk about, honestly. Sliver, I did pick up Sliver, and a couple of Annabelle movies, The Cotton Club, High Fidelity. I finally got. That's kind of a rarity nowadays. It's fun. And What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Footloose on 4K. Surprised that didn't. I'm not sure if that got an Australian release, but I got the UK version of that. Couple of animated movies. Killing Them Softly, which is one I was really glad to get. That's the Andrew Dominic film with Brad Pitt and Ben
Pretty good
Mendelsohn.
movie.
It's great.
That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I thought it was really, really good. Andrew Brad Pitt wanted to do that. He wanted to make a film with Andrew Dominic because he saw Chopper. And he loved Chopper and thought this is a guy I want to work with, and that's how that relationship happened. And then I think they did the same in the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, which
Yeah.
is, have you seen that?
I don't think I have. Obviously, I'm aware that it came out and I remember
Yeah,
it, but
I only watched
I don't
it
think I saw it.
maybe a couple of years ago, and I was quite surprised by how much I enjoyed it because it is a slow-paced movie, but it's very impressive. It's one of those character studies that yeah, I'd recommend it if you haven't. It's one of those ones that it's a long movie, it's slow, but it's still really, really great. I'm going to reset my spreadsheet here. This is great radio. Let's move into. Do you have anything on the way? I know Vinegar Syndrome have got it. Have you ordered anything on the way?
Not as of yet. I have considered it, but
Hmm.
I'm not gonna just break just yet.
Yep.
Normally I would. I'd be like all over that shit. I'd be like, Vinegar, I'm there. I'm waiting. My finger's on the
Yeah.
button. Why haven't you put it out yet? Let's go. But I haven't actually ordered anything from them since I moved to Adelaide. So nearly 6 months,
Mm.
which is a massive change for me. But I've just been taking it in, just seeing what they've got. Um, there's a lot of stuff I probably wouldn't get. I'm
Yeah.
still interested in all the, their big boxes, the VSU stuff, cinematography. Um, but I think I got so swept up in it. I need it now. I don't want to miss out all that
Mm.
mofo stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but all that shit is still there. The special releases of those releases are still there. So
Mm.
it just made me think I don't need to rush out and grab all this right now. I can wait. I can let my finances breathe a little bit and
Yeah.
just do other things. So nothing. I haven't ordered anything. Just the pickups. So
Hmm.
yeah, maybe next episode, maybe I can
Yeah.
say I ordered something.
Well,
We'll see how it goes.
okay. Actually, we haven't spoken about that. We'll get to that. Um, Okay, so for me, my uncut gems that I ordered during the Amazon Black Friday sale, so mid-November, is should actually arrive today. We're recording this on the 4th of January. That'll arrive today. I did pre-order from Rare Waves, a couple of the Arrow ones I didn't want to miss out on. There's a few that they've announced that we'll talk about later. But I did pre-order Hard Boiled, Excalibur, and also not from Arrow, but The Ugly Stepsister, which is in my top 20 movies of last year. Um, if you haven't seen The Ugly Stepsister, look it up. It's amazing. It's a horror comedy based on the Cinderella story, and it's got a lot of body horror in it. It's extremely funny, darkly funny, shocking, and it's from I can't remember. I think it's Danish or it's Norwegian or something, but it's fantastic movie. Yeah, one of the best
Which
horrors of.
label? Which label?
Um, I don't think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be a minute while I find that. It's a German. It's a European label. So I have to log
Because
into Real Waves to find
K-Flight
it.
put that out
That might be.
initially.
That might actually be Cake One. Let me
And
double
now
check.
someone else has put it out, which I will discuss later.
Yeah, okay, okay. I'm just opening up my page. While that's happening, I also pre have ordered a Clint Eastwood box set from Amazon. It was only $40, and it's got 7 movies. And
Wow.
those 7 movies are it's Second Sight, the Ugly Stepsister that I've got it from. Um,
Steal
so
my
it's
thunder, Adam. How dare you?
so there's 7 movies, 7 Clint Eastwood movies. I only own one of them already, so I was happy to pick up 6 movies for the price. It was two Mules for Sarah's Sister, Joe Kidd, High Plains Drifter, Coogan's Bluff, The Beguiled, Play Misty for Me, which is the one I do own, and the Eiger Sanction. A lot of those movies got Kino 4K upgrades. I'm not going to need them now because they're all going to be in one box set. So happy with that. I also have, like I said before, the Infernal Affairs and Tox box. I've mentioned that before. And do we want to talk about the Halloween box set? I actually don't think I want to talk about that drama anymore. Like I just fucking imprint right in the ass.
It's um it's just a very bitter moment in your life, Adam. It's like dating someone, it's the best thing ever, and then it's over.
They
Or you
burnt some
just didn't
bridges
get
with
it at
me.
all.
They burnt some bridges with not just me, with a lot of people, I think. Yeah, it's a bit pissy of what they've done. But anyway, um, yeah, Second Sight. I just got the standard, not the big one. Um, yeah, that's all I have coming. What are we up to now? We're up to our labels. So, did you want to go first? Because I don't have many to talk about.
Yeah, I've only got because like we were saying, New Year. There's not a lot of new stuff out for a lot of these.
Hmm.
Um, but we'll still have stuff to discuss. So
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah. We do.
start with Scream and Shout. There's some good shit in here. Five Nights at Freddy's. They're doing a double so you can get both. And there's also obviously the second one in its regular release. A Beautiful Mind, which would be
Mm.
really cool to pick up. I do own it on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it in a long time. Amazing film, very sad. Another one called Frontier Crucible. I haven't heard of that. This one is definitely gonna get some people rousing. Welcome to Derry on 4K, the complete set,
Sorry,
which
what
is
label is this, did you say?
Scream Factory,
Oh,
Shout, and
why are
they're
they doing Welcome
also
to Derry?
integrated with GRUV as well. So
With Groove
possibly
apparently, not Grove.
possibly that's through Groove. Um,
But I don't
but
understand why Warner aren't doing the Welcome to Derry. That
I was surprised when I saw that because I didn't actually
huh.
see anyone posting about a release for that physically. I thought it was
I
just streaming.
I'm actually disappointed that I'm hoping we get it we probably won't get it in Australia now then, if it's coming through them.
Yeah, that could be a an order through someone else.
Well, yeah, that
Um,
sucks. I mean,
and
I could just watch it on Max,
it
but
looks like it's a 4K steelbook too,
that's
which is
interesting.
interesting to say the least.
It's not on a coming soon on JB, but I don't reckon they would have updated what's coming soon for a while, being the
Yeah,
holiday
I
season. But
definitely, I don't think we'd get it.
yeah, that's horrible. Um, anyway, yeah, if it's coming from them, probably not. I guess
I think
Warner.
we're lucky with some of the stuff we've got, to get Fallout Season 1 was really cool.
I hope we get
I
season two.
really hope we get the second one.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
because I just went onto the pre-orders and 4K,
Yep.
and it goes to the top. It's Groove at the top.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, Welcome to Derry, the complete first season limited edition 4K steelbook, and it says it's sold out,
Not surprised. Yeah, yeah.
gone.
I haven't watched it yet because I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some people are saying, "Oh, it's pretty shit, it's pretty mid," and other people are, "Oh, it's so great, it's blah blah." And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And me being TV, it's hard for me to get into TV if there's mixed reviews, or if it's kind of long form. But I am vowing to watch more TV this year, like I did last year.
Well, I really want to watch it, but at the same
Mm,
time, I kind of don't want to pay for a streaming thing just to watch that,
yeah.
because I don't know if I'm gonna watch more on whatever it's on. So
Oh, you
I'm
would. It's
not
on
too.
HBO Max, mate. Oh, I'm telling you pre-show all the movies that are on there that you could be watching, um, on HBO Max.
So
It's
yeah,
yeah.
that's so. There's also Ben-Hur,
Yes.
um, and
Yep.
lastly, All the President's Men, which I'm pretty sure you touched upon last show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds very familiar to me.
hmm hmm Um, yeah, I'll touch on some of those because Warner did announce. Maybe I'll do that now. Warner. There's been some announcements of what Warner are going to release in 2026. Not everything, but some of the classics. So, and a few of these we have been on our wish list in this show too. To be honest, either from myself or from you,
Yep.
and some of them pretty recently. So yeah, like you said, Ben-Hur. I'll be getting Ben-Hur. That was one of the epics I've been planning to watch, but I haven't yet. Or The President's Men, you've already mentioned. Eraser, which I think is an interesting choice. The Arnie movie.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, the Schwarzenegger
Oh yeah.
movie. It's getting a 4K. This one is going to sell out, and I'll be getting this pre-order is Gravity.
Oh yeah,
Finally
yeah.
a lot of people have been calling for that. It's finally basically it's taken a while because I was waiting for Quaron to sign off on it and say, yep, this is what we want. Took him a while to watch it. Mars Attacks. I love Mars Attacks more than most people. I have a Blu-ray of it. I don't know whether I want to upgrade it. I actually think Mars Attacks is great. I don't know why I love it. I just do. I think it's amazing. I can see why people think it's shit. This one will be a pre-order for me as well. Interview with the Vampire is getting because
Oh,
the
hands
four,
down.
yeah, the DVD and the sound quality on the DVD that I had in the Blu-ray, they isn't great. I'm hoping the sound gets lifted with the picture transfer, and that would look great in 4K. Just the darkness of it just going to be amazing. Gone with the Wind, one of my predictions that I talked about a while back because I saw all the other formats on sale on Amazon. They were trying to get rid of it before they announced this. Magnolia is getting one, which is something I think we've called for in this show.
I reckon you would have called that
Yeah, yeah, I think I have.
a
And
few
this one
months
I know
ago.
I've called was Speed Racer was one I've definitely called.
Yes,
That's going to
I
look great
saw
in
that
4K.
yesterday.
I mean, Speed Racer is amazing. It's actually a low-key genius film. I can't lie. It's really, really great. And while I'm here, Shane, I'm going to go through a lot of the stuff that Dawn of the Discs has been talking about because they get all the scoops. But Fight Club has finally been approved by Fincher. So that will be
I,
coming this year, which is what I said last episode, right? It will come in
I
2026.
literally just saw that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fast Home at Ridgemont High, that's getting a
Yep.
4K. It doesn't say who from, but that's I have a criterion of that, so that's happy. I'm happy with that. The Gambler, as you mentioned, Desperately Seeking Susan is getting a 4K. I don't think anyone really wants that. So some of these titles that are getting releases are strange. Lady in White, I don't know. That's from Vinegar Syndrome. I'm not going to steal your Vinegar Syndrome label. Sorry.
That hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, okay.
Because Vinegar's doing day by day different releases.
Right.
That could be later in the week. Because
Right.
I will say it. I'll talk about it anyway.
Yeah,
Later,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we're currently in subscriber week, so
Yep.
big titles coming out day by day, different merch, daily deals, you name it. It's if you're into vinegar, this is the time of the year to go nuts.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Um, Another one, well, this was actually on my prediction list to talk about later, but it was announced this morning, I think, or yesterday. Popeye, the Robin Williams Popeye is getting a 4K. That was on my prediction list because it's been on sale on Amazon. Um, what else are we up to? Ray is getting a 4K. Oh, I think we spoke about those. Caddyshack, I'm so excited. Caddyshack is getting a 4K. I'll be all over
yes,
that. All over that. That's one of my favorite comedies of all time. Yeah, it's just, and The English Patient. I couldn't believe when The English Patient was announced because it's an Oscar-winning movie. I'd never seen it. It's one of those ones I was looking for a Blu-ray, couldn't find it. Still can't find it. It's definitely long out of print, as you'd expect. So the fact that it's getting a 4K, I will be picking that up. I don't know who's releasing that. There's more info TBA. Friday is getting a release. Ice Cube and Chris Tucker
yep,
movie. Friday's great. I don't know if I've seen the sequels to those, and I really should, but Friday's awesome. Cold Mountain, never seen. Heard it was pretty boring. Wasn't interested. THX, George Lucas's THX 1138 is getting a 4K. I watched that last year. I think I own it, but I know I watched it. I might have rented it on iTunes. It's weird. It's strange. I don't know if I'd buy it. I can't really remember a lot about it. One AI has finally been announced as getting a 4K. As I spoke about and have requested on this. The Steven Spielberg movie AI. Barbarian is getting a Criterion release. I did post on my page. That's a pretty, I think it's strange for Criterion. Someone countered that saying, well, Criterion used to release those horror movies back in the day, but I think it's against brand. For me, Barbarian being in Criterion, it just feels very off-brand, but they've obviously been able to pick up the license. So I'm glad it's getting one. So yeah, bring it on. And the last one I'm really excited about because I love this movie so much. It's a lot of nostalgia factory. Rewatched it again a couple of years ago and adore it and think about it a lot. But I need to watch it again and again. Is The Little Shop of Horrors. Um, which is the Rick Moranis, Steve Martin movie, severely underrated and underseen by modern audiences for the fact that
yep.
it's a great comedy, a great musical, because every song is brilliant. It's awesomely funny. It's just got so much going for it, and I could even watch it today, to be honest. That's everything that's kind of been announced from a left to field type of point of view. Did you want to go into your next label before because I only have Umbrella and Arrow to talk about. So did you have something else you wanted to go over? So did you have anything to say on any of those? There was a long list I read out. Is there anything that sort of
Um,
shocked you there?
yeah, well, like, I haven't really been on my page too much lately. There's been a lot happening over Christmas and other things, so I totally missed that Barbarian was going with Criterion.
Hmm.
The last I heard, it was getting a physical, which was amazing. We're all been excited about it. But
Yeah.
for Criterion to pick it up, that's a bit strange. And I've, I mean, that it's either going to come out in a digibook or a just a regular case because that's how they roll. Um, and for a release like that we've waited so long for, you'd want like a bells and whistles sort of thing.
Absolutely.
You know, big hard box, all the gravy and trimmings to go with it.
Mhm.
So I'm disappointed that they're getting it. I would rather see
Yeah.
a lot of
S-
other labels above Criterion get that one.
Strangely, I am
For
too. Do you know the funny thing though is that sometimes with the Criterion, they might get like an exclusive for 6, 12 months. It might also get an Arrow release for the European market, which is our market. So I don't, look, this is all pure speculation, obviously, but it does seem odd. It does feel
very,
odd. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Um,
Second Sight, if they got it, that would make sense. If Arrow got it, it would
yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Plenty of other labels. Yeah, it's so strange. Because we've waited so long for this physical to come out and for them to
Mm,
get it, and they don't really do a lot of horror, and then they get something like that, and it's like, well, wow, how did this come about? I mean, if say Umbrella somehow got to get it, that would make
hmm
sense because they would do a massive box for it. They'd put all the good shit in it, like they have for a lot of other releases, and it would be wild. I'd rather see them do it than Imprint because I
hmm
can't afford anything that they've got to offer. Um, Honestly, Imprint would probably charge $500, and it would be the biggest box you've ever seen, and have like a fucking nativity scene of the house and the underground and all the tunnels and all this weird shit, but you'd pay for it. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
great. If you want a nativity barbarian scene for Christmas, like 2026, Imprint will have you hooked up. So yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, yeah, it is a strange one. Anyway, what's your hopefully Imprint don't get it. What's your next one?
my next one, Adam, is a label that I'm very fond of, and that's Cape Light.
Mm.
And they're always putting out new stuff, which is great. And I'm always excited to see what they put out. So one called The Astronaut, which has got Kate Mara in it.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know a lot about that film. Um, it would be one to check out because I really like her work. Um, they're doing To Live and Die in LA in a media
Ah,
book,
awesome.
which is pretty cool. Comes with a poster, which is something different for a Cape Light release. Another one called Seven Kings Must Die. That comes out in 4K and Blu-ray. I don't know anything about that film either. They're doing a Blu-ray release of California, which is
Oh,
really
really?
cool.
The Brad Pitt
Yeah,
one?
yep.
Sweet.
So that's really good because that is hard to find these days
Yeah.
on Blu-ray. You definitely wouldn't find it here in Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
The next three are all limited hard boxes, which is once
Okay.
again different for them to do something like that. So they're redoing Strange Darling in a limited hard box. One called The Seasoning House, which I haven't heard of. Um, so that one is, I think, just a Blu-ray, that one. And I think the Strange Darling one is a 4K because obviously they've done that before.
Yeah.
Um, this one I'm a little bit excited about because I think we touched upon it the other last episode or one before. Um, Wild Orchid in a hard box. This is just a Blu-ray release, but still, this is very cool because I don't think this film's had much release apart from VHS and DVD.
Really?
Um, because we were talking about erotic films, and I remember bringing this up that the 80s had some highly charged erotic films. Nine and a
Yes.
half weeks is what you were talking about.
Yes.
You watched it when you were younger and you didn't understand it and you shouldn't have been watching it and you were like, but I kind of like this. I like what's happening here.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah.
so, and that's
For
when I brought up
obvious
the
reasons,
other
maybe, but
Mickey Rourke's other highly erotic film, Wild Orchid. Um, so yeah, that's a pretty good slate for them
mm,
and introducing new things that I haven't really seen come out from them. You know, having posters with a release and hard boxes. I mean, that's really awesome.
mm, that's great. Yeah, some good stuff in there actually. Um, I'll move over to Criterion for they've announced their March titles. Um, and I did mention on this show, Killers of the Flower Moon would probably be getting a release from Sony, I think, in Australia. The Criterion have announced it. Again, it doesn't mean we won't get it at some point. But Criterion have announced it first. They might have exclusivity rights for a certain amount of time. Testament, they've announced. I'm not sure what Testament is. I have heard of it, but off the top of my head, I don't know. Um,
Is that the oh, I've got Testament.
yes, yeah, it's been
Imprint
released
did a
before.
release of it.
Yeah, I think I may have it too, and just haven't watched it. Um, who is the director there?
I
It's
haven't
getting a
watched that either.
Blu-ray. Um, Lynn Littman is the director, wrenching the humane vision of what it's meant to go on living in a shattered world. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, I haven't seen it.
Is that
A
the
man
one
and a
with
woman.
Jack Lemmon in it?
Testament.
Has that got Jack Lemmon or is that a different one?
I think that might be a different one. I don't know. Good question though. I don't
Um,
believe it's Jack Lemmon.
no, it's not that one. I
No.
think that one's called White Tiger, the one that he's in.
Oh, Save the Tiger.
I think so.
I watched Save the
Yeah,
Tiger
it's a.
recently. Yeah. He
I
pretty sure
know.
he won an Oscar for Save the Tiger.
Yeah, Imprint did that one as well.
Yeah, 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 they did. What else have they got? A Man and a Woman, don't know that. The Blade, directed by Sui Ha, don't know that. Class 2 Risque, a French film, and Veridi Veridiana by Bunel film, actually, Louis Bunel film. I've not seen that. I haven't seen any of Bunel's films, I don't think. But one of the French New Waves Palme d'Or winner film. That's probably going to be pretty
Yep.
interesting, to be honest. But that's it for Criterion that I want to dive into. It's as deep as I want to dive into, is probably what I should say. Um, you're up next. Have you got another one?
I've only got two left, and
Hmm.
one of them you totally stole my thunder earlier,
Hmm.
but that's fine. Yeah, obviously, Second Sight, The Ugly Stepsister, which Kate White also did months ago. So that's pretty cool. Anything out of Second Sight is just second to none. Amazing. Um, so we'll jump straight into VS.
Hmm.
I left that till last because with subscription week, every day there's new stuff to come out. So You never know what you're going to get until they pop it out early in the morning because that's kind of the time frame they're running on at the moment.
Yep.
But so far, we have Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which is an old one, 1973. It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it. And this is on a new label or a new thing that they've put out just on the site at the minute. It is called Iconoscope. So
Okay.
that's a brand new thing that they've got going. Um, which is so I'll just read what it's about. Iconoscope is a new Vinegar Syndrome sub-label dedicated entirely to television, produced by longtime VS film scanning technician and restoration artist Brandon Upson, with a
Mhm.
focus on genre-based English language and possibly international productions. Iconoscope will be preserving, restoring, and releasing made for TV films, mini-series, and multi-season series ranging from well-known big productions to more obscure and even lost regional rarities. This is fucking huge for
Wow.
anyone that loves like underground stuff from TV that you just would never see anywhere, not even on DVD. So
Wow.
that's really fucking awesome. Um, so yes, I'll be very keen to see more of what they're going to put out on that sub label for sure. Now this next one is one I am very, very excited about, and I wish it had come out sooner, i.e., Umbrella, wake the fuck up and get onto this
Yeah.
shit. Tank Girl VSU Hardbox 4K.
4K. Yep.
When I saw that yesterday, I was like, finally, it is out. Because I reckon that will look absolutely wild with all the
The
bright
um
colors and
the
whatnot.
umbrella is just a Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So they did a hard box of it. Someone else did a Tank Girl hard box as well, and only Blu-ray. It was another
Okay.
one of the international labels.
Yep.
But I'm so fucking glad that that one's actually been given the 4K treatment. It's very cool. Next one is called Terra Firma, which is in relation to something that Lloyd Kaufman put together
Mm.
at some point. It's meant to be really good if you're into that sort of thing. So, The Phantom of the Opera, which is the Dario Argento
Oh,
film.
okay.
I think it's more of a newer one of it. Made in Hong Kong, Volume 2. And obviously, I think we touched on it earlier, The Gambler cinematography
Yes.
release, which I reckon is pretty cool because I only saw that, I reckon it was last year or late in 24. And I really enjoyed it. I thought for its time, that would have been a pretty intense film to see.
Mm.
So there's still more to come out. So looking at the schedule, so today we had the Iconoscope. No, yesterday we had Iconoscope. Today was cinematography. There's daily deals on every day, so it's super super cheap stuff to pick up. 60% off a lot of shit,
Wow.
like 4K is included. There's titles for as cheap as $15, like your partner label stuff, just other older titles they've had kicking around. Tomorrow will be one Pink Line release. That's the last new label they put out. January 5th, another Iconoscope release, more daily deals.
Hmm.
January 6th, we have one VSL, more daily deals. And then on the last day, on the 7th, there is another cinematography release. So that's pretty wild. I mean, obviously, the first day, on the first, they went hard, put out three new VS releases, the VSU 25 partner label releases, brand new merch, daily deals. I can already say there was like a Vinegar Syndrome beanie sold out,
Wow.
gone. Like some of this
Wow.
merch is that hot, it's gone before you know it. And also that Gambler release, there was a sticker booklet pack, and that's already sold out. So I thought there might be something, because they've started doing that with those releases. And if you're not up at 2 in the morning, you'll miss it
Hmm.
because they sell out just
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah, that sucks.
But obviously, the big thing about um, this is that it is 2026 subscription week. This is the only time, usually the only time that you can subscribe to Vinegar to get
Oh.
every subscription release throughout the whole year. Um, but last year they sort of changed it up. They did like a halfway to subscription week sort of thing where you could get the second half of the year if you didn't do the whole thing at the beginning.
Hmm.
So something different. They never used to do that. Um, but other than that, if you're into your vinegar stuff, this is the best time to snap up a lot of cheap stuff. And I
Yeah.
have been looking for you, Adam. I have not seen Congo come up yet.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
I think it will. I reckon this week, at one day or another, Congo is going to come up in those daily deals.
Now, I've
And
just got to
I
double check
might
my
just.
spreadsheet. I don't think I ended up picking up a physical copy of Congo. Like I said, I do have
I
it
thought
on.
you got a
No,
Blu-ray of it.
no, no, no. I've got it on digital on iTunes.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, that's all. Which is fine. I mean, again, it's not a movie I'm going to watch once every year. So, as much as I love Tim Curry in it, like I don't know, I have a soft spot for that movie. I know it's wildly bad, but geez, it's fun. Uh, yeah. I've got two more to go. I can touch on Arrow first, if you like.
oh,
Um,
go for it.
so they are doing Salem's Lot in 4K. I have a Blu-ray of that, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother upgrading. Hard Boiled, which I mentioned, I've pre-ordered. Spaceballs is one that I would like to upgrade sometime. Arrow have a March sale, like a March slash Easter sale. So I'll wait for those type of sales, I think. Calvaire, which I've never heard of, looks like a horror film, looks interesting, the cover. Um, Aichi Kudo's Samurai Revolution trilogy in Blu-ray. Not sure what that's about. The Birthday is getting a 4K. That's the Corey Feldman movie. I'm actually really keen to see that. I've heard him talk about it, and I've heard actually good things about it, to be honest. So I'll grab that in a sale at some point. And a movie called Black Sunday. I think it's about the Hindenburg. I think it's about the Hindenburg disaster. Um,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
yeah. For some reason isn't coming up. Yeah, Black Sunday. Just loading it up. Doesn't matter.
I thought
It's not
Imprint
loading.
did that.
Did they?
No, it's not. I thought they did. I could be wrong.
Oh, that's interesting. Did you have any other labels before I move, or
No,
should I
no,
move?
that's all
Okay.
I could find. Like
Yep.
most of my regular ones were just nothing new at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's normal. Um, I do have BFI. BFI do have some announcements. Nothing overly interesting in my opinion. There's one in there that I think I will get at some point. But the first one, I don't know if you've heard of Frederick Wiseman. They're releasing a box set, the films of Frederick Wiseman. He's an American director. There's five films in that set, in that Blu-ray set. They're releasing a box set DVD of, it's called the Children's Film Foundation Bumper Box Volume 6. It's basically British Saturday morning British films for kids, a box set of those. A film called Negatives. I had a bit of a look. It's got Glenda Jackson in it, who's a familiar name, directed by Peter Medak. Doesn't seem interesting to me. The next one is Daniel Ferguson's Guide to Britain, Volume 1. That's just a guy who's like Louis Theroux. If you know Louis Theroux, he's just like an interviewer, like a
Yep.
Gonzo style interviewer. So they're just releasing a set of what he's done. But the last one is really interesting to me. It's called Strong Room. It's like a British B film, and it's very influential film. It does sound like it's influenced Dog Day Afternoon a little bit by reading the plot. Quentin Tarantino, Scorsese, and Edgar Wright um, uh, testified their love for this film. So it's something I would want to pick up at some point, I think, to check out. That's it from BFI. Um, and that's kind of it. We're on to, I've got no predictions. Nothing I can say that I think is going to get a 4K outside of what we've already talked about. And anything well, we're on to what we want for 4K, the final segment. Um,
Yo,
I don't, yeah, I've scraped up some from my list, but yeah.
I think at this point we've predicted so many things, and
Mm.
so many have actually come to
Yeah,
fruition,
yeah.
which makes us look like fortune tellers of the 4K world.
Makes us look good, but yeah. I think in future I might start reducing from five a month. I might just reduce down to two or three because there's only so many films, you know. So if I can come up with five, I will, but I'm struggling with that at the moment. But anyway, I'll let you go first for your first title. What do you got going on?
Well, I'm not sure if we've mentioned this or if you've mentioned it, but I was talking to a guy yesterday at work about this film and how hard it is to find anywhere to watch apart from downloading it.
Yeah,
And I think we talked about it not in this sense, but just in general. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
excellent. Great choice.
I mean,
I'd like to
that
see all of those
film.
three movies.
Oh, well, that's it. Like,
Even the Christmas 3D
obviously,
one is great.
I've never seen that one. I've
It's
only seen.
funny.
I don't think I've even seen Guantanamo, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's the only one you could find for a while. I had to import White Castle from Germany, a Blu-ray of that. So yeah, great choice. Love it.
Even to get it on Blu-ray, like you've just mentioned, it's
Yeah,
really fucking
it
hard.
is. It
So,
is. Yeah.
um, it would be super cool to see that get a 4K so
Mm,
we can actually enjoy it. And if it got an Oz release, that'd be even better.
absolutely.
What have you got, mate?
Now you may have mentioned this before, but if you have, I'll choose another one. But have you mentioned Romper Stomper?
I reckon I did
Yeah,
long time ago.
I think you have.
Long,
It
long
bears
time ago.
mentioning again because we do need a Romper Stomper 4K. But
Fuck yeah, we do.
I won't choose that. I'm going to go to my actual list then. Um, I don't know if I've said this before either, but The Siege, the Bruce Willis movie, and then
Possibly.
banning. Yeah, I may have. I might have written it
Awesome
down
movie.
twice. Yeah, but I'd like to see that get a 4K. I think that would be great. Yeah, I remember really liking that at the time. Anyway, The Siege. Don't have any more to add to that. I'll let you go to your number two.
I've got a funny story about the Siege.
Oh
I
yeah.
I got that on Blu-ray a long time ago, and I was having a bad time, just was staying awake in that moment of my life, and I tried to watch it about six times, and every time I fell asleep, and I kept taking it back to where I did fall asleep, and then I'll fall asleep again, and by six times later, I got to the end of the movie, and it is a bit of a long movie. How funny is that?
That is
So
funny.
I thought I'd just chuck that in there because that was fucking hilarious. This one, I don't think you've mentioned it. I know I haven't mentioned it, but another film that I don't think it's really had much of a release past DVD. Could be wrong. Dude, where's my car?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, where is this
That would
film?
that feels like a Kino release to me. They're doing those that era of comedies. Yeah.
Like road trip
I
and
can see it
all
happening.
that
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah,
shit.
even the Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and that. Yeah, I can see him doing that.
Because I haven't watched that movie in so long, and I haven't really seen it pop up on any streaming stuff.
I actually watched it within the last couple of years again, and it's okay. Like it's dumb as you'd expect. I'm gonna look up what I've written
It's
about it.
super dumb.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, okay.
yes,
So I watched it November 21. Wow. I gave it one star. Yeah.
come on, Adam. It wasn't that bad, surely.
Well, I'll read you what I wrote. This was Yeah. So no matter how dumb a film is, I will always defend it if it knows exactly what it's trying to be, as long as it executes it. However, this is going to prove the exception to that rule. This just fails to execute 99% of its targets. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't enjoying it.
I can tell.
I watched it in the
I
cinema.
can,
I actually saw that in the movies with
yeah. So
yeah, yeah. It's
I
not
don't know.
great.
I thought it was pretty funny when it came out. I mean, it's got the classic, you know,
Christy
drive-through
Swanson at the
scene.
end. I remember Christy Swanson at the end. Um, yeah.
I mean, it's got its moments, but honestly, the saying that has come up a few times in the past couple of days of "I got the dumb," that movie got the dumb hardcore.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, it did. I mean, yeah.
So,
Anyway,
what have you got next?
next one for me, I've got a big ish list. I'll say the Iron Giant. I don't know if the Iron Giant has had a 4K, has it? But it's an amazingly underrated film. If it
Sure,
has, I'm no, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure.
sure, I've seen that like here.
The Iron
I'm sure of
Giant,
it. I'm sure I have. That's an
not as a,
animated one, right?
yeah, 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 not a 4K. I'm just gonna. There's only a Blu-ray on Blu-ray.com of it. There's no
Yeah,
4K.
right.
Yeah.
I thought there was a 4K coming of that for some reason.
It might have been announced. There's a steelbook, but it's only a Blu-ray still.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
another prediction for you, Adam.
Yeah, another prediction I think is a pretty strong chance of getting of happening. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Um,
Sure.
yeah, next up for you.
Well, because we all love Kevin Smith and we just love to see his entire fucking catalog just hit the 4K echelons.
Yeah.
Chasing Amy,
Yeah. That's likely to happen, I reckon. If another
I'd
one of his
say
Sneak
so.
films will get it, Chasing Amy will get it. Yeah. Thanks to
And there's
Lionsgate.
been, if Dogma can get the light of
Depends
day on
if
4K,
if Miramax still owns it, it could be interesting. But yeah, if any more of his films get it, well, honestly, apart from the Clerks films, it would be Chasing
yeah,
Amy. Yeah, yeah, good
yeah.
choice.
What is
I'm
next
going
on your
to
list?
say one of my favorite, actually, legit one of my favorite movies, comedy wise, is a movie called Fanboys. I'm not sure if you've seen or
Oh
heard of
yeah,
Fanboys. Yeah,
I
I'd
know the
love to
one.
see that.
I don't know if I've actually seen it, but I do.
Ah.
I know of it.
I've seen it maybe 5 or 6 times, and it's great. It's got a really good cast. Seth Rogen is in it like 3 or 4 times, and he's funny as shit. Kristen Bell, who is adorable, always had a crush
Yep.
on her. As you know, welcome to the club, I suppose, for most people. But Fanboys is just great. Like yeah, it's the whole Star Wars versus Star Trek nerds, and it's just got a lot going. A lot of heart, a bit of a road trip with a lot of heart. Yeah, it's well worth a watch, and I'd love to see it get a 4K. Another film I only have on digital.
At
Mm.
least you have it.
At least I have
That's all that
exactly.
matters.
At least I have it,
You have it.
100%. Yeah. Over to you.
Um, this one, if you've heard of it, I'd be very, very surprised. And because I'm an '80s fiend.
Hmm.
Um, and the last time I watched this was when I was a kid on VHS. It's a movie called Indio.
Indio.
About Indio, Indio, and you'd want to hit enter so it pops up all of them. But it's about a native American Indian who
Uh-huh.
goes to war with a group of people that are wanting to do some bad things in the forest. It's got
Yes.
Brian Dennehy in it as well.
Yeah.
Um, I would love to see that get some sort of physical release because I don't think it's had anything past VHS.
I've
And
never heard of it. No, you're
I didn't
right.
think you would have.
The
And
main
that's why I picked it.
star, well, the main star in it, his name is Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Like
I know, right?
he's he's the top billing. Um, Antonio Margheriti is the director. So it sounds, is it a bit like Italian Italian Western type of thing? No, no, it's not a Western, but is it got that spaghetti Western vibe to it?
Honestly, I can't remember. It's come out in '89. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
a long time
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
since I've seen it. It'd be like I'd never seen it before.
Even
Um,
just looking at the screenshots on IMDb, it looks like it needs an upgrade because it's very
oh yeah,
shady.
it's
It's very
old.
shady.
It's very
Yeah.
old school looking.
Yeah.
So films like that, if Vinegar put it out, it totally makes sense. They're
Yeah.
restoring something that's
Yes.
so old and
Yeah.
worth it. But yeah, I always think about that film because when I saw it when I was younger, and I
Mm.
really enjoyed it, and I just think I'd like to see that again. I love the front cover of him just
Mm.
half behind the fern and the waterfall as well. Yeah, I'm just a big fan. So yes,
Cool.
that is
Good
my fourth
choice.
pick.
My next choice is going to be a bit of a sick choice, to be honest, but I've had this on my list for a while, because it's one of those films that you watch that you know is bad. It's absolutely atrocious, but it's so much fun. It's a very much a cult film to the point that it gets a release every year, and a lot of people line up to watch it. Tommy Wiseau, The Room. I want a 4K. I want it.
The Room.
Just
I've heard of The Room.
have
I've
you not seen it? Oh,
never seen The Room.
please track it down. Find a torrent, learn how to torrent or something because it's wildly bad, man. But goddamn, it's a fun watch. It's everything you know it is. If not, even just watch The Disaster Artist, the Seth Rogen, James Franco movie they made on it, because that's great as well. It's worth seeing. It's absolutely worth seeing. So I would, if anyone's again another Vinegar title, it could be The Room. I would snap it up for sure. Just the
Well,
sadistic movie watcher in me wants to keep watching it.
it's funny that you mentioned that one because when I was in Hobart, the indie cinema over there,
Mm,
Rewind Cinema, screened The Room in so much um, awesomeness. I can't remember if they got the director down there for it or the main character.
probably the main character because he wrote a book on it.
They got one of them. I reckon it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
the main dude. They got him down there
yeah,
for a Q&A before they screened the
yeah.
film,
Yep.
which was very cool. Um, so yeah, that's how I knew of The Room because I hadn't heard of it before then either.
Right.
But
So yeah, he wrote the book, and they written the film, The Disaster Artist. The Disaster Artist is based off his book, which is his experience in making the movie. Um,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. This movie. This guy thinks he's making like Rebel Without a Cause, or he thinks he's making this grand cinema. And but when you watch the movie, it is so fucking bad. It's not even good bad. I mean, it is good bad, actually. It's probably the definition of so bad it's good.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You need to see it. It's if you're a movie lover, you need to see it. Yeah, it's
I
that
need
type
to
of
see
movie.
it.
Yeah,
I
you
have
might not
to.
need to see it again, but you need to see it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those films.
It is, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, your fifth one.
Fifth one for me is one that has had some sort of good release, but not a 4K, unfortunately, and that's
Mm.
Pet Cemetery 2.
Oh, wow.
Um, like Scream put that out
Mm.
a while ago now, and I
Hmm.
reckon it was a 2K scan, that one. Because I wanted to get it back then, but it didn't happen. So I reckon that deserves it because that film, it's a different vibe. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's just has so many
Okay.
funny bits in it that you just can't help but go, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, so I reckon it's up there. Scream should just get back onto it and say, "Yep, we did it."
It's a good choice. It's a good choice. I've never seen it. Um,
Never seen it.
not
Oh,
number
come on,
two.
bro.
No, no, not number two. Um,
I
yeah,
reckon
like
you'd
it.
like it. It's just fucking funny. Edward
Yeah,
Furlong,
right.
you
Oh,
know,
okay.
he's like the main kid in it, and
Yep.
I can't think of his bloody name at the moment. Clancy Brown, that's his name.
Oh, Clancy Brown. Yeah, he's in everything.
He steals the movie, like
Yeah.
when he goes from being alive to coming back.
Ah,
His persona is just so hilarious. Um, you can't help but just go, if this film was bad, he just took it back up over the
yeah,
surface
awesome.
to good. Like it'd have to be on streaming somewhere, surely. Or
Oh, it'd be worth looking
you could
up.
get it digitally, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I might look
Worth
it up.
tracking down for sure.
Probably
If you
on
wanted
Tubi or
to
something.
spend 90 minutes and have a bit of a chuckle,
I'll look at it
I
now.
reckon that is the way to go.
Uh, Cemetery. I'm looking it
I'm
up
even
now.
looking it up myself because
Just
I
yeah.
totally want to watch it again.
Pet Cemetery 2. Bloodlines? No. 2. No, it's well, you can rent it on Apple.
Oh, and Prime has it for rent too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Five
I mean,
bucks.
it's a terrible rating, but I don't know. It's like a guilty pleasure of watching it. It's got Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards in it as well.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool. Um, Darlene Flugel, she was pretty good
Ooh.
back in the day. Yeah, it's just yeah. I think it's worth your time.
One day it might be a Spooktober watch to be honest, because I'll probably get to that. Might be something me might cover off in the super fun.
Look, that would be a pretty cool episode for you guys to do, is weighing up the
Hmm.
old versions against the new ones. I mean, even the the Bloodlines. I've heard that is good, but I haven't actually seen that. I'm not
No,
sure
me
if
either.
I'm not sure if I'm super keen to see the Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. I don't know. I was really just disgusted with that remake. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't think it was a necessary film to be remade at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, some of them aren't. They're
Um,
just cashing in on because they've got no ideas. They need to make something. Um, yeah, just looking. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's so my last pick. My last pick is going to be a streaming movie, which I think is don't doesn't get spoken enough about anymore, even though it was adored and loved at the time it came out, and rightly so because it's a genius piece of work. Bo Burnham's Inside, his COVID movie that he made on Netflix. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. But I'd love
I
to
don't
see
think
that
I
get a
did.
physical release. It's fucking genius, man, especially for the time that it was made. Bo Burnham is a genius, like unabashedly happy to say that. Um, yeah, just yeah, a great soundtrack because he writes his own songs. He's like a musical comedian. I'm not sure if you've ever seen him do stand up, but he's brilliant. He is brilliant, and I actually hasn't done anything since this, I don't think. Hopefully he's working on something. But anyway, I'd like to say that that's my last choice. And we're about to ready to wrap up, I reckon, mate.
Yeah, that's we've done it. It's not
Let,
one of our longer ones, but there just hasn't been
no,
anything
it's a new
new in
year.
the world just yet.
Thanks for listeners. Thanks for sticking in with us again, as always. And fingers crossed 2026 is going to be an epic year in your physical media landscape. The Curbside Collections podcast is a member of the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts. And you can see me on Curbside_collections on Instagram or Curbwriter on Letterboxd. Also, the Super Fun Happy Horror Hour podcast with Mike and or the Cinematic Wasteland podcast with Shane and Luke. And Shane, anywhere you want to plug? You've got your Blue Relic Hunter Instagram, which is
That's where I'm at. I haven't been on there much lately.
I'm predicting that
To
will
anyone that
change.
follows me on there, I'm sorry that I haven't been very active as late, but I will be
Life
working
happens,
on
mate.
that this year. So, you know,
Yeah.
I think I hit it pretty hard for a long time, and it kind of life got in the way,
Yeah.
and I went in different directions, and now I'm trying to get back into it. So,
You'll come
yeah,
back to us, mate.
I
Definitely.
will. I have
Yeah.
been here the whole time.
Cool, cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We'll sign off from here and happy 2026, everyone. Bye.
So, yeah.